All right, so why are the Dutch doing so well? Ooh, is that a black period with all that extra white writing? Man, that's tough. All right, so thinking about the Dutch Republic, we kind of want to think about why do they have that like 50 years of fame? Like, why are they doing so well, seemingly out of nowhere? Well, it's not out of nowhere. So thinking about the Dutch, and obviously the Dutch are like the worst ever. They're not that bad, but they're not that great. So why are they doing so well? I wonder if that's going to show up. Probably. Oh, hey guys. So we're thinking about how the Dutch are doing so well, seemingly out of nowhere. Um, why do they have this kind of 50 years of fame? Well, it's actually pretty simple, and they're using very simple strategies. So if we're thinking about the Netherlands, the Dutch Republic, that's the states, the group of states that have gained their independence from Spain. They're doing pretty well they're after the Dutch Revolt, and they enter into this golden age between 1600 and 1650. So basically, we're kind of asking, like, how? Why? And one of the reasons why is that their society is very much composed of a middle class. They have a constitutional government. So remember, they have these stadtholders, and each state elects a stadtholder. And only in times of crisis do we kind of give one stadtholder kind of more power and more kind of like executive power. But on a daily basis, we're kind of running our states a little bit independently. And because they're run by middle class people, because we don't have some sort of king, we don't see mercantilism. Rather, we see capitalism. There's no sort of government interference. There's no government trying to control things because everybody um, kind of in the best way possible is in it for themselves. And so we see kind of the promotion of economic activity. Why else is the Netherlands doing well? Massive religious tolerance. They don't really care who you are, what you are. You're Jewish, you're Catholic, you're Protestant. Come on in. And as long as you're willing to work for us, as long as you're willing to, engage in some business, you're good to go. So that's a good business practice. Better banking, lower interest rates in a lot of cases. The basic things like double bookkeeping is causing money to really flow in, causing banking to be in a big industry. And the fact that a lot of our Jews have come into the Netherlands, it's not like some stereotypical thing. That's just like what they're doing right now. Lots of commerce, lots of trade. They have to kind of trade because of their um, land situation. There's not a whole lot of land in the Dutch Republic, and so trade's a necessity. That's bolstering up their economy. Remember, a lot of their industry is focusing on like helping out with trade. They're not dealing with any conflict really from 1600 to 1650. Though thereafter, the conflict between them and France is going to kind of cause their downfall. And they're just really not afraid to sell themselves, right? Lots of advertisements by way of like art kind of showing off here's the Dutch lifestyle, here's how great things are, here's how cultured we are, here's, the fact there's no conflict, that there's religious tolerance. So, why are the Dutch doing well? For kind of all those reasons.